I was upset enough about the wildfire risk and the smoke risk that I was actually like investing a fair amount of effort thinking about how can I go somewhere where I won't have this anxiety all the time.
In 2017, the Tubbs fire came over the mountain and burned our house down along with the whole neighborhood. So it was really scary to come back, and we did rebuild our house. I felt like we had to do something in order to manage or steward our land to keep the risk of fire down. And I'd always wanted to have goats and animals, but I didn't really know how. So I read an article about Sarah Keiser and how she was helping people with all the things I'd wanted to do. And so I was like, this person's not for real.
I am Sarah Keiser of the Holistic Herder, which is this business of building grazing cooperatives, of helping people with their land stewardship, using animals to connect to the land, to build topsoil, to carbon sequestration. I think the hardest part for most people to get started is that they don't know everything getting started.
Under 10, like, have a better odds, but yeah, but everyone else is like...
Right now we're doing a barn raising at the Herding Hope, which the whole neighborhood's coming together to build this shelter for their goats and sheep. It's going to keep their land healthy and safe. We're getting portable electric fencing, which allows them to move the animals around from neighbor to neighbor, but they all need a shelter, especially in the winter. When the rains come and the storms come, and they may be having baby goats because their goats are also dairy animals, so they're going to have food and fiber, and as well as all the soil building and community.
Do you remember the blackberries that were over there?
Yeah, look at that. Did you hand dig them out?
Yep.
Wow.
John helped. One of the emergency managers that I follow on Twitter says if you want to prepare for an emergency, you should bring your neighbors some cupcakes. Because it's more important than lots of these sort of technical things is that neighbors should know each other and they can take care of each other. So this has helped tremendously in that way. This whole piece? During the fire season, the first time that there was a fire up on the hill that seemed like it represented some danger to our house, I was going to go and see some music outside with friends, and I wondered if I should go or not. Like, what if my fire comes and my dog's in my house? But I just called my neighbors, John and Sasha, that I share the grazing with, and I said, if you guys have to evacuate, get my dog and open the gate and let the sheep out. And that really makes a huge difference.
I hope that we can continue to help everybody who is looking for support in any way that we can help them, through education, through community grazing projects. I hope that we can create a model in Sonoma County, which has been hit very hard by wildfires, in which we are appropriately engaging the original stewards of the land and paying them to be the knowledge bringers and appropriate wages, and not tokenizing them to guide us, those that would like to. And we are listening, and we're listening to policy, and we're listening to land stewardship, and we're taking the counties need to be taking their funding and funding these sustainable systems that are intimate and connected and human community based. Fires are here, fires are going to keep happening, we're going to continue to have water shortages, like all these things that are happening are not going away. But when we connect a community and they have a shared caretaking of the land, of the animals, and of each other, they can manage these things really well, and they can feel safe and let go of their anxiety. And it also breaks down the barriers that happen within a community or within a neighborhood that makes it a community.
We are the Hunter Grazing Cooperative.
Checks in the mail.